fines. It just becomes part of the official record for Donald Trump. Now, in court today, my colleague Morgan Mackay was in court, and she was sending information to us saying that inside the courthouse, inside that courtroom there, that Donald Trump was leaning in and he was listening intently to the judge. He was also listening as prosecutors spoke. And then Trump had the opportunity to speak as well. And he said, quote, "This has been a very terrible experience and a setback for the New York court system." He says the payment that he made to his former fixer, Michael Cohen, the $130,000 that Cohen had paid to Stormy Daniels and then Trump reimbursed him for, Trump continues to say it was only a legal expense, that he never did anything wrong, he did not break the law. He goes on to say what he has said many times in the past. He called this a political witch hunt to try and keep him from running for the election again this time around. He said they tried to prevent him from doing that. They tried to prevent him from winning. He said it was just a political witch hunt. And in the end, it did not work because he won the election in November. He said that the people of America understand what happened here and that, quote, "I was treated very, very unfairly." Now, Donald Trump and his legal team, their political strategy is they tried to stretch this out as long as possible. They kept delaying this case and delaying this case and delaying this case in the hope that it would get delayed beyond the point from when he is going to be inaugurated on January 20th. And then the case would have basically gone away until his term was over 4 years from now. That strategy in the end did not work because it got him to this day today, and he ended up getting sentenced. Now, it was early on Wednesday morning that his legal team had appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court to intervene on his behalf, saying that he was protected by presidential immunity and that any actions he took would be protected because that's what the U.S. Supreme Court ruled back in July, that presidents enjoy the benefit of presidential immunity. However, the prosecutors in this case, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, they have maintained all along that he does not enjoy presidential immunity. And the reason is most of the activity happened before he became president. It happened during the campaign. So at this stage, I'm going to try and put my IFB back in here. Bianca, can you hear me now? Can you talk to me for a moment so I know that I can hear you?
Yep, can totally hear you.
Okay,
Thanks
great.
for bringing
Thank
that down
you.
for us.
Okay, good. And I have Morgan Mackay here now. Thanks, Danny. Go ahead, put that on. Just do it. I have my colleague Morgan Mackay here. Morgan, come on in. Now, Morgan, you were in the, and thanks for racing down so quickly. I know it's been crazy inside. Yeah. So you were inside the courtroom. He was not here physically. He was here virtually. So you guys were watching him on a monitor. But do me a favor. Talk to me about his demeanor, because I know at one point you said he was really leaning in, listening intently.
Exactly. Now, he walked inside, the judge walked inside, and when he sat down on the bench, that's when we saw President-elect Donald Trump sitting in a window screen on both monitors at the front of the courtroom and then in front of the benches of both lawyers. Now, the judge kicked off remarks, welcoming everybody. Then prosecutors took their turn, and they outlined just the intensity of this case. And they also said that, they must be mindful that Trump is going to be sworn in as president, but they say